and I can't be doing with my phone playing up because it's too good to like pass up on. It's too good to. Okay, hopefully this is going to work because I'm desperate to. Yeah, okay, nice. Okay, wicked. We are here. We are live. The Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer has officially dropped, and I've watched it about 4 times, I want to say, possibly more. Yeah, this trailer is one of the best trailers I've ever seen for a Marvel movie, particularly a Spider-Man film. I think it is brilliant. Like, that was incredible. I cannot wait to see this film. I was excited for it, you know, I was excited for it, but now I'm like uber excited for it. This film is going to slap so hard. Destin Daniel Cretton, I think, might be one of the best things to happen to the Spider-Man IP since Sam Raimi directed the very first Tobey Maguire film, which is one of my favourite films ever. Okay, so there's so much to unpack. I think the first thing I'm going to talk about is just the general tone of the trailer. It's a lot darker. It's a lot more grounded and quite sad, actually. It's a lot darker. Like, the reason why I've gone for the overcast, like daytime setting on this game is because it very much reflects how the trailer is looking. It's a lot broodier. It's a lot more, you know. This Spider-Man, he's seen things. He's been, you know, it's been 4 years since No Way Home, and funnily enough, he's actually the same age I am now. And he's the same age I will still be when the film comes out, which is 22. I just think that, you know, this trailer really did. It finally gave us something that I think we've been longing for since, I want to say, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is a grown-up Spider-Man. I mean, in live action at least. Obviously, one of the reasons why the games, the Insomniac games, is my favourite take of the character thus far is because Peter Parker has grown up and Miles is the one that's still learning and growing as a character. But I've wanted to see this in live action again for such a long time because, you know, it's something that Spider-Man, he resonates with everyone, but just like everyone else, you know, we grow, we get older, we grow up, we see things, we go through trauma, we go through life, you know. And I think that happening with Spider-Man is just fucking perfect. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. You can tell I really like it because I'm swearing. It's just awesome. Honestly, I love it. It's so, the tone of this trailer immediately gets me, you know, wanting to see the film day release. And I mean, I want to see it day release, don't get me wrong. But like this, along with the Avengers Doomsday teasers, it's much darker, it's much broodier. This is not just for any fans. These are for the fans that have grown up with this version of Spider-Man. You know, for context, I was 12 when Civil War came out. I was 12 years old when Tom Holland first became Spider-Man. I was a kid. I wasn't even a teenager. You know, I was 13 when Homecoming came out, and I'm 22 as Brand New Day releases. You know, it's been 10 years since Tom Holland was in the helm as Spider-Man, and, you know, it's just amazing to see how far he has come in the character, as the character. Like, it's so remarkable how good he has played this role for years now. Like, I love it. He's one of the strongest leading performers in the MCU, and he's really grown. Like, I feel like Tom Holland's journey is very sad, and I think that's what makes him so much more compelling as Spider-Man. I mean, I love Andrew and I love Tobey. Like, I do love them. I definitely prefer the earlier Spider-Man films towards more than the 2 first Tom Holland. I love Homecoming and Far From Home. Don't get me wrong, I love those films. But there's something about the maturity level of this trailer that completely surpasses what we got in the earlier films of Tom's first trilogy. I mean, No Way Home was different because that film was a culmination of 20 years worth of Spider-Man stories. But yeah, I loved it. I absolutely loved this trailer. I do want to talk about a lot of the characters that we see. Obviously, we're seeing returning characters like Ned, MJ. It's great to see them again. Scorpion looks sick. Scorpion looks bloody awesome. I honestly cannot wait to see Scorpion and Spider-Man finally fight it out. I've been wanting this since Homecoming. I think Scorpion's a really cool character. I love the way he was used in the games. Obviously, he died in the second game, but you know, where did he go? I don't know where. I kind of punched him out of nowhere.
Oh my God.
But see live action Scorpion played by Michael Mando. It was brilliant. The suit looks awesome. I cannot wait to see that fight scene. It looks like it's going to take place at night. I'm kind of hoping that Scorpion will be the final fight scene of the film. Just because I feel like he's been such a long time, he's been teased for such a long time. I want to see him get like a proper fully fledged fight scene. I don't want to see Spider-Man versus the Hulk at the end of the film. I want to see Spider-Man. I mean, I think they're going to fight Spider-Man and Hulk, and I'll get to Hulk in a bit. But I want to see Scorpion be the one that Spider-Man dukes it out with at the very end of the film, and see his suit get absolutely ripped to shreds. Spider-Man's suit, that is. Scorpion's, I don't mind if they keep that suit now for a while. But yeah, like that just looks amazing. Another, like, you know, returning character, two returning characters I want to talk about. Hulk and Punisher. I'm going to talk about them both, or Bruce Banner and the Punisher. I will say, we didn't see the Hulk, but we did see Bruce Banner. I'm kind of hoping that Bruce Banner has retired from being an Avenger. I kind of hope that's what's happened. I hope he kind of just, you know, because I won't lie, I think She-Hulk really messed his, you know, we haven't seen him since She-Hulk, and I think that really messed up his character arc, and, you know, I just hated what we got with him in that. Like, I really hope he's retired from Avenging, and then it'll be this film that brings him back into the fold, and will hopefully, because I'm not sure if he's going to be in Doomsday. I have more reasons to believe that he's going to be in Secret Wars, and I hope this film is like almost like a Secret Wars prelude as well as a Doomsday one. You know, I feel like this film's going to explain why a lot of people are not in Doomsday, primarily Spider-Man, Hulk, Punisher, etc. But yeah, I really hope that it, you know, we get some really cool action, and we get the return of Savage Hulk, and we don't get just a Brave New World cop-out where it's Hulk versus Spider-Man at the end of the film, like we got Cap versus Red Hulk. Like, I don't want to see that. I really don't want to see it. I didn't like it in Brave New World. I don't want to see it in Brand New Day. But the Punisher, now this is the one I'm really excited for. Punisher looks sick. I already like the dynamic between Frank and Peter. I love the fact that Spider-Man just outright calls him Frank. None of this Mr. Castle, Mr. Stark, Mr. Strange, blah 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 blah. Like, I don't want to see that ever again. He is a 22-year-old man. He has manners. He has respect, but he is not, you know, just a lackey, just a sidekick anymore. He is now his own person, and he deserves to be acknowledging people by their first name. You know, and I really hope we get a scene between them both talking about Daredevil as well, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of similarities. Frank's going to notice a lot of similarities between Matt Murdock and Peter Parker. You know, and I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. I just think there's such a good dynamic between sorry, I'm going to leave. Oh, there you go.
Come clean this up.
Yeah, I love the fact that Punisher's got his van back. We haven't seen the van like properly in action since the Punisher series, which ended back in 2019. I'm so happy that we're getting that back. It looks sick. Punisher's costume looks sick. I like the fact that he's about to drop an F-bomb and then Spider-Man just webs up his mouth. I love it. It looks so cool. I really hope that Punisher has a bigger role in this film than the Hulk does. Just because I love the Punisher, I prefer the Punisher to the Hulk. I think he's an awesome character. You know, I loved what we got with the Hulk in the Infinity Saga, but I just don't think he's been done well post Endgame. And even then, like in Endgame, I thought he was great, but I wanted to see a bit more Savage Hulk. Just because, like, it felt good at first to see him, you know, become one with the Hulk. Like that was great. But now it's like the way they've done it, it just feels like he's, I don't know, he doesn't feel strong anymore, and the Hulk's supposed to be the strongest one there is, so, you know. But yeah, with that being said,
Any more traffic violations and we're gonna have to revoke your license.
Sorry, once something important's just come out. Yeah, apologies about that. I had to make an important message. But yeah, I really hope that we get some great Hulk and Punisher action. I want a scene where the Punisher talks about what's been going on in Born Again, you know, with like Mayor Fisk taking over. This takes place after Born Again, so there's a good chance we could, you know, after Born Again Season 2. So, and obviously Born Again Season 2 is finishing before the release of Brand New Day, so it might be that, you know, they beat Kingpin, or, you know, something's happened and Kingpin's still in charge. I don't think we'll see Kingpin, but I do think it's possible that we will probably get, hopefully a reference or two, because like they say, Kingpin can't appear because of the rights. So this is a co-Sony produced film, co-produced film by Sony and Marvel. So I'm hoping that we do get to see at least a reference to Daredevil and Kingpin, because obviously we got Daredevil, or Matt Murdock particularly, making a cameo in No Way Home. I want to see like a proper like reference to what's been going on in the Born Again films, and particularly I want to talk about the Hand very quickly. The Hand got disbanded in the Defenders, but I'm wondering if there's like an archive or like a remnants of the Hand that have spent the last it'll be 11 years when Defenders was released in 2017, but when was it like set? Does anyone know? Or am I gonna have to Google that? Because I feel like the Defenders was set in 2017. I mean, it released in 2017, so I assume that that's the case. But you know, it could be a case. Oh, speaking of Defenders Easter egg, there's Union Allied from Daredevil season 1. I feel like the Hand might have gone into hiding, or like the last little snippets of the Hand have gone into hiding, and they've spent the last 11 years just kind of like plotting and planning and like rebuilding after the Defenders took the Hand down, and they're planning their return and their revenge, and therefore we could see the Hand make a proper return in Daredevil Born Again Season 3. And then we'll get the whole Matt Murdock or like Kingpin leading the Hand like storyline, and we'll get the Shadowland storyline like properly done. Because obviously Matt's suit has been spray painted and it looks more like a Shadowland like suit design. So hopefully we do get that in season 3, but I'm not here to talk about season 3 as sick Born Again season 2 looks. This is a brand new day stream, so you know, I'm very excited to see what they do with the hand. Peter fighting the hand looks sick. Honestly, I've always considered Spider-Man as like part ninja in a way because of his agility and his moveset. Obviously, he doesn't carry any ninja weapons, but that shot of Peter like webbing a sword and just like webbing a katana and just shattering it, that looks sick. And the fact he has his mask off for that as well is awesome, because I feel like we're going to get a lot of scenes with Peter's mask on, which is, I'm fine with that, because normally I don't like it when they're constantly taking their masks off. And you know, the one time I really liked it was when in No Way Home they fought, you know, Goblin and Peter fought without their masks and helmets on, so we could actually see their facial expressions and the rage between them both, or like the rage from Peter and the absolute glee from Osborn. But yeah, that shot does look amazing. In particular, I really like the fact that we're getting more like callbacks to the games as well. One of my favourite things about No Way Home was the amount of Easter eggs that they had to the Spider-Man games, like the suit, the fight choreography, you know, particularly doing combos. I like the fact we're getting more of that. You know, like got Peter visiting Aunt May's grave as well. It's all raining, it's dark. It's just gorgeous. Like, I absolutely love it. It looks amazing. I think this film could be, you know, one of the best Spider-Man films we ever get. Another thing that I really like is the fact that we've got that move was done in No Way Home. Another thing that I really like is the fact we're now getting the return of organic webbing as well, and Peter is undergoing a mutation, which I wonder if that's how it's going to he's going to tie into X-Men. I'm not saying that Peter will be a mutant, but his DNA is mutating, and I'm hoping that will be like because I think Spider-Man is considered a mutate because he wasn't born with the X gene. But the fact that his body is now mutating, you know, over a decade after he got the initial spider bite, it kind of gives me a slightly more extreme version of Spider-Man 2, where his body is reacting to the trauma that he faced in the first film, and like he's having the web block and the, you know, just all that kind of thing. I love that personally. Like, I think it's really strong, and it's very powerful as well because Peter has nothing. And that's what I love the most about the tone of this film, is they're really honing in on the isolation and the ostracization that Peter has had to do to himself because of what happened in No Way Home. And it does feel like he's going through, even after 4 years, like a lot of trauma following the end of No Way Home. And that is completely understandable, because maybe I'm wondering if for the last 4 years Peter has just dedicated his life to making money from the Daily Bugle and being Spider-Man, and he's not actually processed what he went through. So this film is going to be almost like a delayed response to trauma, and that's why he's going to start mutating. But I love the fact that that's happening. Like, I think it's really cool. There's that shot of Peter with his eyes just like completely blackening out, and that looks so like cool. You know, I would absolutely imagine what would happen if this is the point in Peter's life where he gets the symbiote, and I feel like he'd actually be quite scary with the symbiote as well, because Tom Holland, you know, in the last couple of years has really shown what his range can be, and why he's one of the strongest actors that we currently have in this generation. His acting techniques are excellent. You know, they're something I aspire to be. But like, I really hope that when we do eventually get this version of Spider-Man with the symbiote, that it's going to be something that is very, like, brutal and violent, and it's like, I really want it to be like the games. I keep saying this, I love the games. I love Spider-Man PS4, I love Miles Morales, I love Spider-Man 2, I cannot wait for Wolverine, you know, like, I love the Insomniac Marvel Universe. because the depth. Obviously, the gameplay is 10 out of 10, but the actual the depth of these characters, it's and the lore, it's so grown up. I love it. Because Spider-Man, we all know him as a teenager, but as an actual man, like a Spider-Man, I just think it's something about it that people can click with more, because it's not always sunshine and lollipops, like it was in Homecoming and Far From Home. Well, I mean, Far From Home was quite rough, but Homecoming and Civil War as well, when really Peter had barely any consequences to his actions, and anything that did go wrong immediately just got help. This time Spider-Man's all on his own. He's lost Tony, he's lost May, he's lost Ned, he's lost MJ. The fact MJ now has a new boyfriend. If his name's Paul, then I think the fan base is going to riot. So let's hope his name isn't Paul, but it's probably going to be Paul. Let's face it, Paul is coming, and he's played by the same guy who played Ezra Bridger in the Ahsoka series, and I like that because I think he's a great actor. I think he's a very strong actor, so hopefully he's got a decent role in this film, and he really does well with it. I like the fact we get a shot of Peter and MJ. We get two shots of them actually. We get Peter and MJ, then we get Spider-Man and MJ. The Spider-Man and MJ shot looks quite sad. I wonder if, because I do believe that we're going to get a very similar thing. I'm not saying she's going to be like Kirsten Dunst, because Kirsten Dunst's portrayal as Mary Jane, whilst she's a great actress, her version of Mary Jane is horrible. She's nasty, she's abusive, she's toxic, she's just a piece of dirt. But I wonder if MJ is going to fall for Spider-Man and also fall for Peter all over again, and then she's going to work out that they're the same person all over again. And I wonder if that's going to happen by the end of the second Spider-Man new trilogy. But I do think the love story between Spider-Man and MJ is just ramping up, honestly. Yeah, I think that in particular is going to be something that people definitely get with, because I can't wait to see Ned and MJ back. I think they brought such a humane level to Tom's Peter, and the scenes they had together in No Way Home in particular were beautiful. I absolutely adored those scenes. So seeing how that dynamic is now, where they don't remember him, it's going to be heartbreaking. And I love the fact that Peter is almost reciting that letter that he wrote to MJ at the end of No Way Home, and he kept it because he can't move on. He can't move on. I don't think there's going to be another love interest for Spider-Man in this next film, and if there is, it's going to be very short term, because he'll just realise that he's not over MJ. And he can't be, because obviously, MJ was the love of his life, which I think is really cute, considering that's how Tom Holland and Zendaya ended up, meeting and signing on eventually. But yeah, I think that's so cute. I really hope we get some amazing Ned, MJ, and Peter scenes. I do want to talk about Sadie Sink's character as well. Obviously, we don't know who she's going to be. I'm hoping she's not Jean Grey. I do think she's going to be a telekinetic. I wouldn't mind if they're doing it, if it's Madeline Pryor, because I feel like Jean Grey immediately as a villain, I just don't get it. I don't really like it. I kind of hope that the main villain of the film really is just going to be Tombstone and Scorpion. Because we did get a bit of narration in the trailer from Marvin Jones III. Is it Marvin Jones III as Tombstone? And he sounds amazing. He sounds just. Well, I mean, it's the same guy who voiced him in Into the Spider-Verse. So I'm buzzing for that. I can't wait to see it. I really hope we get a fight scene between Spider-Man and Tombstone. And the crime syndicate. Maybe Tombstone has hired the remnants of the Hand, as well as Tarantula and Boomerang. Because obviously we're getting Tarantula and Boomerang as well as Scorpion. And they're all like being hired to take down Spider-Man because he's currently the biggest threat to Tombstone's crime syndicate operation. And I suspect he's going after Spider-Man in particular because of the fact that Daredevil is probably preoccupied with Kingpin, so he doesn't really have to worry about Daredevil for now. You know, and Punisher is maybe like involved because he's trying to like put down the crime syndicate operation, but he's clashing with Spider-Man because of how they'll do it. Like I do think Punisher, if he gets a chance, he'll just put a bullet in all their heads. But yeah. Yeah.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
Yeah, that's going to be really cool. I can't wait to see as well, because they showed in the trailer that we get like slow-mo sequences of Spider-Man fighting all these people, like the Hand, Boomerang, Tarantula. I really hope there is like an opening montage set to a very catchy... I personally want it to be the Spectacular Spider-Man theme song. Like, imagine a live-action montage of the Spectacular Spider-Man like theme. That would be the greatest Spider-Man scene in history. Possibly even better than all three Spider-Men meeting and, like, you know, swinging together in No Way Home. Because at the moment, that is my favourite one. But, like, a montage of that really catchy theme song. Or just any good, like, Spider-Man theme. You know, I think that'd be awesome. But yeah, I hope it's going to be a good one. I've got every like feeling that it's going to be great. They look great. I like the fact we're getting villains that we've never seen before. I don't really want that to happen with any of these films. Like I mean, like what I mean is like any villain that we've already seen, I don't want to see him get done again. Like I don't want to see a new Green Goblin. I don't want to see a new Doc Ock. I don't want to see a new Electro or Sandman or I mean we're getting a new Sandman in Spider-Man Noir, but that's fine because we've not seen him like interact with any of the other Spider-Men, so I'm fine with that. But yeah, I don't want to see any more like repeats of villains we've already seen, so I'm happy we're getting you know, I'm happy we're getting Scorpion at last. We're getting Tarantula, we're getting Boomerang. I'm hoping that we end up getting the Jackal at one point, and particularly Hobgoblin. I think Ned as Hobgoblin would be so heartbreaking. I want to see a Hobgoblin versus Spider-Man fight more than I want to see Spider-Man versus another Green Goblin. Like we've got the, in my opinion, the perfect Spider-Man versus Green Goblin fights in the original Spider-Man movie in 2002 and in No Way Home. Like we got, I want to say 5 like peak Spider-Man fights, and I just don't think we need any more like peak Spider-Man versus Goblin fights. We don't need any more. Norman Osborn, particularly Willem Dafoe's Norman Osborn, has cemented himself as Peter Parker's greatest villain across the multiverse. No one will ever come close. I want to see more like new takes of Spider-Man villains that we've never seen before. The Jackal, Hobgoblin, like I said. You know, like I just think it would be really cool to get that. But yeah, because realistically, we've covered most of them now. Like we've covered Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman, Venom. We've got Venom twice now. Same with Green Goblin twice, but we've got, you know, Electro, Lizard, Vulture, Mysterio, Shocker as well. We've basically got the full Sinister Six now, when you include Scorpion as well. Like, we've got plenty of Spider-Man villains, but there's always more. But yeah, I think it'd be really cool to get... I mean, I really hope that at one point we just get a Kingpin versus Spider-Man film with Vincent D'Onofrio. and Matt Murdock as well. Charlie Cox is Matt Murdock. Like, I really need that film. Like, I would rather see Spider-Man in like a Defenders film than I would see Spider-Man in like another Avengers film outside of Secret Wars. Because I feel like Tom Holland will obviously come back in Secret Wars, and maybe that's when he'll get the symbiote. And maybe rather than him, you know, only having the symbiote for a bit in one of his films, we'll see Spider-Man with the symbiote throughout the entirety of a Defenders film. Because I think that would be really cool, like getting Spider-Man with the Defenders. Because I feel like they're the only like characters that make sense for him to join with. Because he's done being an Avenger. He's on his own. He's doing his thing now, but he's all about protecting the friendly neighborhood. And if it's a case of, you know, if it's a case of like he has to team up with people, it might as well be to save the city rather than saving the multiverse or the world or universe or whatever. But yeah, like I really hope that's what we get in Spider-Man, like in like a Defenders film. But yeah, I think I've covered most things with the trailer. Obviously the suit looks gorgeous. I mean, I'm using the Final Swing suit now, but you know, I do get a feeling that we might see the new suit added anyway, because Insomniac did repost the Brand New Day trailer on their PlayStation story on Instagram. So I assume we're going to be getting, hopefully, the Brand New Day suit, or any other suit that he might wear in the movie. I don't think he's going to wear any others in the movie, but you never know. You know what Marvel's like. They'll drop a new suit and then they'll make like a bajillion different like merch out of it. So, and I'm not complaining as well, because I did buy the Final Swing suit pop figure. But yeah, I can't wait for the Lego sets as well. We're rumoured to get 3 Lego sets. A big buildable Spider-Man figure, like we've got the Iron Man one in January, and then on New Year's Day, and then a mini modular and a like transport like vehicle set. So basically a mini mod, like it's basically two like Marvel City sets. And I'm really hoping that the mini modular, I think the mini modular is got the Hulk in. It's Spider-Man versus Hulk at the office building. I'm really hoping it's just a normal office building. It's not like a, you know, or it could be like a part of the university that Hulk might be Bruce Banner might be teaching at. It could be a part of the laboratory. It could be all sorts. I want to see the other one include Scorpion and Punisher. You know, I really hope that's what we're getting in the transport vehicle, because I hope we get Punisher's battle van and like a proper MCU Punisher minifigure, because I will be buying that set if we do. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool. Yeah. Ooh. There you go, he's saved.
Should have called tech support.
Yeah. All in all, the trailer looks amazing. I think it's going to be, hopefully, one of the best Spider-Man films we ever get. Hopefully it's going to be the best possible final film before Doomsday, and hopefully Doomsday is going to be even better. Because if this is what we're getting from Marvel, and the film lives up, and Doomsday lives up, then I do not want to hear anyone else say that Marvel is dead, or that we're going through Marvel fatigue, because so far, the 4 little teasers for Doomsday, the 2 most recent MCU films in Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, plus this trailer, plus Born Again, Marvel, in my opinion, is better than it's been in years. Like, I'm no kidding there. Like, I think this trailer is another step in the right direction. Marvel, in the last sort of 2 years, I want to say, particularly with Deadpool and Wolverine as well, I think it's reaching a new height. I'm not saying it's reaching its peak, because I don't think anything will ever top the Infinity Saga, but this is certainly what the franchise has needed. after, you know, those last couple of years we had, like post No Way Home and you know, post Endgame. But I think post No Way Home was when things started to really fall flat. We had like a couple of good things here and there, like Moon Knight and Guardians 3. And then, like, only within the last sort of couple of years, we've started to really see some quality from the franchise again. And you know, I would rather than dial back on quantity. Like, you know, we're getting 2 Marvel movies this year from the MCU rather than like the usual like 3 or 4. And I think that's the right call. That is definitely the right call to make. And same with Secret Wars next year. That's the only confirmed MCU film for 2027. Obviously, we're getting Beyond the Spider-Verse as well. So for the next 2 years, or this year and next year, we're getting an Avengers film and Spider-Man film, which I think is the right call. You know, in 2018 and 19, we had an Avengers film and Spider-Man film for both of those years, and look how they went. They were amazing. Infinity War plus Into the Spider-Verse, then Endgame and Far From Home. This time it's Brand New Day and Doomsday, and then next year it's Beyond the Spider-Verse and Secret Wars. So I feel like it's the best. You know, we're in that sort of peak again, and I love it. I absolutely adore it. I think it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, I think that's going to be it from for this stream. I've covered everything I really want to talk about in the Brand New Day trailer. Do let me know what your comments are on the trailer. If you're excited for Brand New Day, Punisher presentation, because I haven't really spoken about that at all, but I'm excited for that. Obviously, Born Again Season 2 drops next week. I cannot wait. I'm going to start my Born Again rewatch. I think maybe even today. I might actually start my Born Again Season 1 rewatch today. I don't want to rewatch it too early though, so I might start it today, or I might just have it on in the background whilst I'm working, because I've got some some presentations to work on. But yeah, that is going to be it for this stream. Massive thank you for tuning in. Cannot wait for this film. I'm pumped. Like I think it looks incredible. But yeah, that is going to be it from me. Massive thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon.